Hey guys, what's going on? It's Jugs, that huge hipster douchey faggot. As some of you guys have referred to me, the huge... What was it that somebody called me? The huge hipster faggot douche? Some combination of hipster, douche, and faggot. But I thought that was pretty funny. But thanks for letting me know how you guys feel about me. Really helps me out. But anyways, I got some Tribes Ascend, and this is actually not Modern Warfare 3 Calls of Lulzer. This is some Tribes Ascend, and PC exclusive, a much better game in my opinion, but let's not compare games because that just leads to bad situations and bad scenarios. So anyways, let's talk about the gameplay now. I'm playing Jumper, and in the previous video you saw me playing Soldier, and that was kind of the medium build class. I had like a spin fuser and a pistol and not much else really. That was the main thing about the Soldier, is that he's you know, in the middle he can cap flags and he can defend as well, but he's not better than a Jumper or a Heavy at doing either one of those actions. And the Jumper has a crossbow which has some drop off on it. I mean some arc on it. So if you launch it, it's not going to be a straight. It's not going to go in a straight line like the spin fuser. It's actually going to, you know, obviously arc down. So he has that, and he has a sidearm which is a sawed-off shotgun, and it has 2 rounds in it. And it's really useful for finishing people off, as you'll see me use it later, especially in close range situations. If you can get a really meaty shotgun shot, it's not going to kill in one hit, but it'll take like half life of your fucking point blank. But this is going to be a really derpy cap, just because I'm an idiot and I'm really bad at this game. So you know, whenever I get a cap, it's always going to look really bad, and it's not going to be very graceful at all. But before we get further into the actual gameplay commentary, I kind of wanted to let you guys know what I plan to do with these next few uploads. I know I mentioned that I was going to do a certain scheduled upload with let me gather my thoughts. I was going to upload on a schedule of games based on the previous ratings that had already, you know, that on videos that had already been uploaded. And instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a fair shake to voice your opinions if you were too lazy to do it before. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to upload one of each video starting today, and then tomorrow will be a new video game, and then a new one will be after that. And then you guys can rate all the ones that you like, and from there I will decide a new schedule, and I will kind of let you guys know what the schedule is in the last upload, I guess, or in the upload after the last video. But here I decided to go, so that's what's gonna happen with that. So if you really like this content, then make sure to rate the video, and I will figure out a schedule accordingly. So I figured I'd go with my buddy here. That's why I went from that other side of the map to this side, and just to have somebody with me to defend me. But I end up fucking just blowing it right here on the flag cap, and luckily no one was around to punish me for that, because that was fucking retarded. But I didn't really touch on movement too much in my last commentary, if I remember correctly. I kind of just explained that it was really important. So one of the things that makes the Jumper really important is that he can reach top speed really damn fast, and you guys can see all classes can go above the top speed, which is like 150 or something like that, or whatever is the red line. By doing certain things like, you know, rocket boosting yourself while you're frictionless, or skiing, you can like shoot a rocket behind you and that'll give you a short boost. You can come from a really high drop on an incline, and pretty much the whole point of momentum is that you can't really do anything without it. You need to be fast. You need to be constantly moving in this game, unless you're a brute defending a defending an objective or destroying an enemy generator. You need to constantly be moving. This applies even more so to the faster classes with really, you know, the really squishy classes like Jumper and Pathfinder. And so the way that you go about gaining momentum is you have a jetpack and you have skis. Well, you don't really have skis. You have like these anti-gravity boots, or these frictionless boots that you can activate. You can activate frictionless mode, and it's called skiing in this game. And it makes you frictionless, so pretty much your forward push, or whatever direction you're already going in, is going to be transferred completely into speed. And so here I make a mistake of changing directions in the last second, because I figure I don't want them to go above the ridge and flank me. But then I end up realizing that this was a mistake, because even though I'm the fastest class in the game, you know, a soldier can catch up to you with the proper momentum if he cuts you off, and that's exactly what I let him do. So that was a mistake. If you guys are new to this game, I'd strongly recommend, if you already messed up and you already started your approach from one direction, just finish it in that way, and then next time you go about it, decide on your approach. Then during your approach or before your approach, because once you start going, it's time to roll. Just go all the way through, just go balls to the walls. And here I get owned by this technician, and that made me a little mad. It was a little humiliating, so I'm making my duty to kill this asshole, and I get a really meaty crossbow shot on him, and I'll just finish him off in a second with the sawed-off after I miss a few shots because I'm really bad. Actually, no, I get hit markers here. I just missed these last 2 times. But so people drop these little, like, you know, little ammo drops, and you guys can see, obviously it gives me ammo. But this is probably my favorite class in the game right now, just because I like capping flags. That's my thing. I like pushing the objective in whatever game it is that I'm playing, and if it's CTF, which is what this game is designed to be played on, I'm gonna want to be capping the flag. And you guys can see me here using the boost to kind of change my direction slightly on wide angle turns, although I wouldn't recommend trying to do it on a dime. I can't really do it. I don't know if you actually even can. I wouldn't recommend it. It's all about just going fast, and when you're going fast, it's really hard to maneuver yourself, or it's really hard to maneuver once you're already frictionless and going at a really fast speed, no matter what class you're playing. So figure out your approach beforehand, and that's exactly what I'm doing here. I'm trying to figure out how I can go approach this flag and grab it once it's available and just go straight down the middle, but this like little the corner of this structure is kind of blocking my way, so I would have to come above it, and that would mean that I'd be a lot slower than I could be if I was just to come straight at it. And then I decide, you know what, let me stop being useless here and let me actually try to get our flag back so that my team can cap. Because that's really important. As a jumper, you're not only the designated flag capper, but you can chase down flag cappers as well if they're also jumping classes. And I don't actually get the kill, but I do get the return. And yeah, it was pretty awesome. So thanks for whoever killed that guy. I'll pick up your, I'll clean up after you and take all the credit for the work. But here I am again, just returning to the backfield, just waiting. And I skip a lot of this gameplay just because this is like a 16-minute gameplay where I just die a lot and just be useless most of the time, really, because I'm really bad at this game. But this guy gets seriously outplayed. He has a high ground here, so I don't want to just like constantly be jumping up and down because I'm just gonna burn all my boost. So I'm like, okay, let me just save up a little bit. You keep missing, and if you try to shoot me, I'll just jump up. And I get 2 really meaty crossbow shots on him, and I finish him off with the shotgun the way that you're supposed to. And that's how it's done, boys and girls. Luckily, that guy was terrible, but this is how you gain momentum right here. Drop from a high point, hit the slope at an angle that you won't take too much fall damage at, that you can transfer most of your momentum through like a horizontal movement rather than a vertical one. And that's how you gain momentum in this game. It's really basic. It just takes a lot of practice to be able to do on the fly. A lot of map knowledge, really, because you want to know what slopes are going to connect with other ones depending on what class you are. And this is pretty much the end of the game here. I'm trying to just protect the flag carrier because obviously as a jumper, or as any character really besides the heavy or the brute, well, actually, no. It's purely situational. You want to protect the flag carrier and make sure that the objective gets to where it needs to be. But this is the end of the game. I don't actually kill this guy. This guy actually gets a really meaty spin fuser shot on me, if I'm not mistaken, and it fucks me up. So then I start just trying to run away because I'm really squishy, and I'm like, fuck this. But then we actually end up winning. So that was really it, pretty much. I got like 2 returns, like 5 kills, and a flag cap, which is pretty bad, but it's not the worst in the world. So as I get better, the gameplay will be more entertaining. But I hope you guys enjoyed. Peace out. This has been Jugs. Make sure you rate the video.